Hello everyone, and welcome to Bahrain. So, as promised then, this will be a 20-second to question mark video. Probably need to come up with a catchier title for that. It works quite nicely in a YouTube title, but saying it not so much. But anyway then, we will be starting from the very back of the grid in the Mercedes as Lewis Hamilton at the Bahrain circuit. As you can see now, the layout and ultimate difficulty, of course, ultimate AI difficulty. And you can see the reason I chose this track. There's 2 DRS zones, quite a few straights, and not too many high-speed corners, so you can follow reasonably closely. So fingers crossed I can make my way through the field reasonably quickly. Not too sure what to expect, to be honest with you, in terms of results, but we'll just see how we can make it through the pack. But an alternative strategy then, you can see that starting on the soft tyres, going to the super soft tyres, pitting around about lap 8 to run to the very end on super softs. So we'll see how we get on that strategy. Most of the drivers will be running, starting on super softs, going to softs, so we're running an alternative strategy. So while we're making our way through the slower cars, we'll be on the harder soft tyres at the beginning. So here we are then on the grid, clutch in, 5 lights, and clutch out and away we go then. So pretty slow reactions actually on that start, wasn't it? Not ideal at all, going to rich mixture, but already quite a few metres back from the next nearest car. So we'll see if we make any positions up by the time we get to turn 1. Already starting to gain on them. Braking quite late, but the track is very much blocked. 4 abreast, try and go up the inside of Verline there, but he squeezes us massively, so no chance to get past him there, and we're actually still in 22nd, just battling for the last position here, which is not what we wanted from the first corner, and actually still in last position at the exit of the first turn. Not ideal. We're going to have a look at the inside here now then, of quite a few cars, and wow, diving right at the inside. I didn't intend to take quite that many cars, but I'll take it. I just braked at my normal point, and they seem to brake quite early, so I'll take those positions up to P17 now then. We've got Marcus Ericsson and Sauber up ahead, so we can go to the inside of him from the next corner. And oh, very, very close to him there. Almost touched him. Very lucky to not have any damage to the front wing there. And we do manage to get Bottas ahead. We managed to get it slowed down nicely. Let's look at the replay then. So, going to go to the inside, but he brakes a bit earlier than I expect. And oh, I think I might just turn the wheel enough to avoid the contact. Incredibly close there, and that did require quick reactions. But enabled me to take another couple of positions. Then Felipe Nasr's up next, and straight up the inside of him. Very tricky braking, but I managed to get the move done. Run it right out wide as well to run him out of room. That's another position gained up to P14 now. So despite being in stone cold last position after the first turn, we managed to get quite a few positions on the next half a lap. And we've got Sergio Perez up next in the Force India. So we'll see if we can do anything about him. I think we might be too far back to do anything about him before the start-finish straight. But once it comes to the start-finish straight, hopefully all hell will break loose and we'll be able to get back past at least him. Because there was a few cars still bunched up. We're still on the first lap of the race. And you see on the top left there, in the standings, most people are on super softs. I believe the Renaults, as we went past them, were on the soft tyres. But almost everyone else that I've seen anyway been on super softs. Lots of oversteer though. Wow, lots of wheel spin out the final turn. Managed to save it from spinning. But yeah, it certainly cost us some time there. We're now getting lots and lots of slipstream from Sergio Perez up ahead. But then 3 abreast up ahead. And we decided to brake relatively early. We don't want to be too involved with that and damage our car, but we're going to try and undercut them here down at the inside and go on the outside next corner. And wow, we've managed to get past all 4 cars then, so that was a quadruple overtake there. And very opportunistic stuff. Just deciding to stay out of any battles, trying to brake too late and taking the undercut. I managed to get us all 4, so they must have had quite a poor exit there, but just nailing the throttle and getting the move done. So we've got another 4 cars up ahead. And wow, could we dream of doing 2 quadruple overtakes in as many laps? Well, we've got the same as in the last 4. We've got a McLaren up at the head of this 4, which means they'll be pretty slow in a straight line. And Daniel Ricciardo at the back, who also won't be that quick in a straight line. In fact, none of these cars are that quick. None of them got Mercedes engine. One's got a year-old Ferrari engine. One's got this year's Ferrari engine. One's got this year's Ferrari engine. One's got this year's McLaren engine, one's got this year's Renault engine, so very much a mix there. None of these have got any. I've got a Mercedes engine, so none of us 5 have got the same engine. So and I should have the best engine, fingers crossed. So we'll see if I can do anything about these guys up ahead. Just trying to close them in now, and now I'm very close. I'm trying to stick close. Clear this up, short shifting nicely to get a good exit. Oh, lots of oversteer there though. Nice big gap to Gutierrez behind already. Go to rich mixture, nice and early. To make most of the slipstream, brake quite late, get pretty close to some slight lock of the inside wheel. Going to try and get the power a bit better than we did last lap, which we managed to do beautifully this time. No wheel spin at all, and well, couldn't be much closer to Ricciardo, could we? And well, they are going to be 3 abreast once again there, but looks of it, possibly 4 abreast of Ricciardo. No, they're not quite 3 abreast even actually, but we're going to have a look at the inside here of all 4 cars. Coming, we get it all slowed down to make the apex lock of the inside wheel just about. We have still got Carlos Sainz on our outside then, who's going to have with the inside for the next corner. Can we hang out on the outside? Yes, we can. Getting on the power, squeezed us right to the curb. And looks like we've got to be able to make that move stick our way. If we can nail a braking point to next corner, we're already up ahead of him. And we do manage to brake late enough. So, well, 2 quadruple overtakes in as many laps then. That is, that's some going. That's 8 cars in 2 laps. Wow, I'll certainly take that. That puts us all up to P6. Then we've got a 2.6 second gap to Vettel up ahead. And we skip ahead then. And we've now got Felipe Massa up ahead. So Vettel's managed to get past Massa. And he's now the car that you can see between the 3 leaders. And I haven't mentioned yet, actually, my teammate did start in P2 on the grid. Unfortunately for me, he's now in P3. So he's not had the best of starts. And I think if he got into the lead and was able to just run away, he would be on a comfortable win. So the fact they're all holding each other up is only going to play into my hands, hopefully. And I've gone a little bit deep there, got a little bit distracted by Felipe Massa up ahead. And lot means I will round to the curb slightly. It's cost me a bit of time, but I do get DRS, which is only going to help my straight line speed. And well, I think, though, we're at that transitional period now. We're lap 5. I think Felipe Massa and all the super soft runners' tyres are really starting to run out, while my soft tyres are still going strong, only on sort of, well, nothing over 30%. You see on the right-hand side there. And look at this, just gaining on Massa left, right, and centre, moving out of the slipstream because I don't want to be passing before this next corner. I do want to get DRS. Look on the mini-map. That's the detection point. That's the line there. Try not to break him here, though, into the final corner. Well, nice done. Can we keep up the curb? We can't, but it doesn't bother us too much. Teammate is in the pits. And looks like most people will pit. Does Felipe Massa? Well, it's too far behind us anyway. We are going to get DRS, so that move worked perfectly. And looks like Rosberg is into the pits. So I'm not sure who it is up ahead. We were 5.2 seconds. That looks like it's Verstappen there, so it's a couple of cars up ahead. I can tell you they pitted the very next lap. So we're now on to lap 7 then. Remember, we were going to pit on lap 8. Look on the right hand side, our tyres are quite worn there though. But looks like there's a virtual safety car come out then. So will this help us or not? I'm not too sure. We've got to stay under the delta on the right hand side there. We need to keep that green. It's currently red. I'm actually on for a penalty now. We need to slow down quite a lot. 7 tenths, 6 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. A little bit of stab of the brakes there to make sure we stay green, don't get a penalty. Well, now we've got a decision to make. This is 1 lap 4. We would ideally like to pit. So do we pit this lap? Or do we stay out to the next lap? Now, if we do pit this lap, we will probably struggle slightly on our super soft tyres as we get to the end of the race, which is not what we want. However, will we gain enough to negate that with the virtual safety car? Decisions are really still undecided. Not too sure what to do. Do I come into pits? Well, the virtual safety car's ended. You can see me. They're still not decided. Decide the very last second. Actually, I'm going to stay out and go for it. I think if the virtual safety car would have stayed out for just another few seconds, I probably would have pit, but it ended just as I came to the pit lane, so I don't think I would have gained much advantage from that, if at all. So I've decided to stay out for the extra lap, which is the better strategy. Now, I wonder if I would have gained anything from that virtual safety car period. As I mentioned previously, I think the AI are a little bit slower than the Delta under virtual safety car. However, the Delta is usually full racing speed from the experience I've had of, well, there's at least one track. So perhaps on this track it's correct, perhaps it's just a slight bug on certain tracks, but 15.2 seconds to Kimi Räikkönen there, and my engineer tells me 15.2 seconds to my teammate as I've run a little bit deep there. And, well, so it looks like Kimi Räikkönen is about 3 seconds or so for my teammate, and look on the, yeah, it's 14.2 to Räikkönen now, so he's gained quite a lot on us, so our tyres are, of course, really quite worn. He's got much newer soft tyres. And it's actually Kevin Magnussen then, up in P3. But he, as I mentioned, both the Renaults did start on used soft tyres, so his tyres will be very worn. So hopefully he's holding up the guys behind him. That'll help us no end, because I expect we're still quicker than Kevin Magnussen. We've got the same age tyres, but I'm in a Mercedes, he's in a Renault. Renault are quite considerably slower than the Mercedes. 14.2 seconds, as my engineer told me, to Kimi Räikkönen. And you only get updated times as they cross the sector time. And I come into the final corner. It's been a reasonable final lap, not bad at all. I'm having to push every single lap, just 25% of course. So really having to push. Now we need to push the pit entry as well, but make sure we're not speeding. Get it also down, which we've done beautifully. Really nice there. I don't think we really lost any time at all. 14 seconds then at the last count to Räikkönen, so we only lost 2 tenths in the middle sector of that last lap. So pretty good going for an in-lap. Bolt on the Super Soft tyres. Pretty good stop for the Mercedes crew. 2.4 seconds then. And look at the mini-map now. So there goes Räikkönen. Looks like the Renault must have pitted. There's Verstappen. There's my teammate Rosberg. And who's this behind? This is Kevin Palmer then. And Julian Palmer, rather. His teammate is Kevin. And we've got Vettel on our outside here. We're going to try and have to outbrake him if we can stay ahead of him. That'll help us no end. I managed to squeeze him, and that's worked nicely. So we do stay out ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Or is it Kevin Vettel? As my mind during the commentary for this race. Apparently everyone's Kevin. But so that's helped us quite a bit, staying ahead of Vettel. That means one less car to overtake. That's going to help no end. But we've got Julian Palmer up ahead. Now, we need to not get held up at all by these cars as we overtake them. If we can have any shot of the win, we need to not get held up at at all by all of the cars we've overtaken, which includes Kevin Jolyon Palmer up ahead, who is, of course, on very used soft tyres. Meanwhile, we're on brand new super soft tyres. You can see that we're just gaining on him hand over fist, and we're going to try and get the move down here. We're going to go to rich mixture. DRS is open. We have got slipstream as well. Can we get the move down? We're going to have a look at the inside. I expect this corner. Yes, we do. And get it all slowed down well. Cool as you like there. Just up the inside, braking perfectly to not run wide, not lock a wheel. I knew I had the grip. Cool as you like. Make the overtake. Job done. Now we have got Nico Rosberg, our teammate, next up, 3.3 seconds ahead. See the mini-map, we are purple in the middle sector, unsurprisingly fastest of anyone. So we are expecting to set the purple up, and I can tell you that we are now unedited till the end of the race, so you will see every second of the race from now to the checkered flag. And 3.3 seconds then to my teammate, so we've not really gained much there. And so 3.2, so we've already gained a 10th in the final sector, not enough. We need to get a lot more than that. I can tell you that they were quite a lot stronger than me in the final sector all throughout this race, so I'm not expecting to gain too much there. But I really just need to push it now. It's all about pushing really hard. We're on lap 10 of 14. And we've got our teammate up ahead, so we need to push. And look at the mini-map. The leader isn't too far away. I think, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but we might have an outside shot at taking Kimi Räikkönen for the race win here, despite starting from the very back of the grid and nailing the curb. They're really pushing now. And I think it's still 3.2 seconds to Rosberg, surprisingly. I haven't gained anything at all. Of course, he did have DRS expect on Max Verstappen up ahead of him. And just really trying to stay consistent now. We need to not lose any time. We need to be pushing very hard to gain the time, while at the same time not making any mistakes and not losing any time at all. Well, certainly easier said than done, isn't it? Especially on Ultimate AI, you really do have to push to get anything out of them. And look how close Rosberg is to Verstappen on the minimap there. Very close indeed. All over the back then of him. And 7/10 up on my fastest lap. That's only 2.5 seconds to Rosberg now, so we've gained something like 6/10 or so in the middle sector of that lap alone. Looks like my teammate's going to be side by side with Verstappen up ahead. Then that's going to slow them both down, which is going to help me no end. Try and get smooth on the power, which I've done beautifully. Perfect exit to that corner. 2.7 seconds. That was at the last count, wasn't it? We're getting a new count just about now. 2 seconds. We gained 7/10 on them in that final sector, and that was because they were side by side, nearly 1.3 seconds up on my best lap. It gives me a 1 minute 32.6. Fastest lap of the race, then purple, fastest of anyone. And well, we've now got Verstappen up ahead, but they're pretty close. We can see them. We've got them in our sights. They are very close, but bearing in mind as well, my tyres will be reasonably worn towards the end. They won't be destroyed, but they will be reasonably worn, so I do need to be a little bit mindful. And, well, Max Verstappen, what can we do about you? We're on lap 11 of 14 now, only 10th down on my previous best lap. Pretty good, 1.1 back from Verstappen. Can we just about sneak in and get some DRS? You'll see on the mini up in a moment where the detection point is. There it is, the green circles on the map. Can we just about squeeze within a second to get the DRS? And we have indeed. Look on the bottom right, we've got the orange bar counting up, but we've run deep. Same mistake as we did with Massa earlier in the race. Just get a bit distracted by the car head, running a little bit deep, ended up on the curb, costing us a little bit of time, but we did get the DRS anyway. So a little bit of time getting the straight line now. We need to try and get nice and close to this guy for the start-finish straight. Well, we should be overtaken with relative ease. The Red Bull are reasonably slow in a straight line. And we, of course, in the Mercedes just 2/10 down then overall in this lap compared to my previous. That's pretty good, just 4/10 back from Verstappen at the last count. And we are getting a nice lot of slipstream now. We are on rich mixture as well. Really trying to gain everything we can to get nice and close to him. We need to have a good exit here. Nailed the apex nicely. A little bit of oversteer, but that's nice. That's how you want to be. You need to be quite aggressive with this game. And look at this. Very close to him indeed then, with a bit of DRS as well. At the last count, 10th and a half then behind him only. This should be nice and easy like candy from a baby. And even backs out of it there. We are now right behind our teammate as well. So just 3 laps to go, including this one. Even go down to first gear there to stop us running too deep. All over the curb there on the apex. So Nico Rosberg, our teammate, is up next. Ultimate AI starts from the very back of the grid, and we are hopefully going to overtake our teammate. We just need to keep pace. And actually, looking on the mini-map, Räikkönen hasn't got away. Despite our battling, Räikkönen hasn't really pulled up the gap too much, so we might still have an outside shot at the win here, you know. And just 6/10 back from Rosberg, so we'll certainly get DRS. And then apex is nice, and need to get good exits all the way, all over the curb. And we'll certainly get DRS this time. Can we avoid going deep this time? No, we can't. Same mistake, but it hasn't really cost us too much that time. A little bit of inside wheel locking there. Do get DRS. We are going to get some slipstream as well. But Looks like Rosberg is actually pretty quick. He probably is gaining on Raikkonen as well. And I think they're both pretty quick, both pulling away from Verstappen slightly. But I just want to concentrate on Rosberg for now. Just really pushing to try and get past him as efficiently as possible so I can then potentially get after Raikkonen. Getting him slowed down, nailing my apexes, nailing my exits. And still less than 2/10 down on my previous best then. So it's a real consistent pace. Short shifting slight now because I don't want to overtake him just yet. I want to be able to get a good corner so I can get a good exit. And then nailing down the next straight, which I've managed to do really nicely. Can we get the exit? We can, just about. So here it is then. The move on my teammate for second on the grid. Second on the finish, on the positions, whatever you want to call it. DRS is wide open. Well, that was even more like candy from Baby, wasn't it? With that slipstream rich mixture. And he didn't have any slipstream, of course, so nice and easy. Up to P2 then. Now, it's all about Raikkonen. What can we do about Kimi Raikkonen? I think we're probably safe from Rosberg behind since we're on the super soft tyres, although he is gaining on me heavily. I decided against defending because I just wanted to squeeze as much time. And look at how close Raikkonen is. We've certainly closed Raikkonen down a lot on that last lap. I think actually, you know what? We've actually gone purple. I think Raikkonen's tyres might be starting to die. We're only 3 seconds back from him now. And I think Raikkonen's soft tyres might be starting to wear out here. We might well have a shot. We need a second and a half on him over these course, these last 2 final laps. And oh, lots of movement. They're heading towards the wall. Have we got any damage? No, we haven't got any damage. Miraculously, Rosberg does go through. We're still ahead of Verstappen. Rosberg's run very wide, and so have we actually. And oh wow, that's not what we needed. That just destroyed any chances we had at the win. So well, let's have a look at another replay then. So going through the corner, really trying to push now to catch Raikkonen, get a bit of wheel spin, and we just clip the curb, which is what sends us into the half spin. We smash into the wall, and that bit of oversteer correction might have just saved us. We hit the wall fairly squarely. And I thought, wow, in all honesty, when I was racing that, I did expect that was going to be damage. I thought that was going to be race over. I thought I was going to take off a wheel, and I am on simulation damage, so I'm very lucky to not get any damage from that. But, well, let's reset then. Let's put that behind us now. And 2.3 seconds we lost in that little mistake. So, like I said, put that behind us now. We're not going to get the win. All we're doing now is concentrating on Nico Rosberg up ahead. You can see on the right side there we've got about half a lap of spare fuel. So we have got a lot of fuel. We can go rich, probably near enough to the end. So we have got a lot of fuel. And, well, Ranger tells me 1 lap of fuel, but we have got DRS on Rosberg. We're not going to be able to get him down this straight, that's for sure. Let's just stick nice and close, almost 220 miles an hour, despite not getting too much slipstream. We run deep there, though, not ideal. Still in second gear, just trying to power through the next corner. Bit of oversteer there. Really just trying to stick close to Rosberg now. Like I said, I wanted to beat my teammate. That was my real aim at the beginning of podium, and beat my teammate. But I knew it was only going to be possible if he battled a bit during the race, which he clearly has been doing. Up through the gears, just trying to stick close. I'm purple again then. And just 4/10 back from now, so we are within DRS range. We do need to probably take him on this next straight. I don't think we're going to be enough run to the line to be able to take him on the final straight, so we need a good exit here once again. And oh, we're making the same mistake again, though. Half spin, nice keep out of the wall this time. Back on the power quickly. How close is Verstappen? Well, not close enough for us, fortunately. Can we get it slowed down this time? We've run even deeper than last lap. Well, that has put pay to any chances of P2, unfortunately. So, going from the heights of potentially chasing a win to just getting P3 by the looks of it, provided we can keep Verstappen at bay, which I think we're going to be able to do. And, yes, looks like we are. He looks like he's struggling a little bit for pace. Well, what a disappointment that was. And that just shows you that the ultimate AI, that's what they cause. You really do have to push so hard to get anything from them. And those couple of mistakes just showing you how hard I was pushing, particularly the last couple of laps when I was trying to get the win, and then after I made a mistake trying to get the second position, but that's not going to happen now. But still, P3 on the podium as we get fireworks overhead on the podium, having started from 22nd and stone cold last on the grid. I think I'll take that, to be honest with you. Not bad at all, as my engineer says. Can't complain about that one. Lewis Hamilton P3 on the grid then. Yep, I think in real life he would be happy with that after starting from last as well. So we'll take that, and there we are then. We see the podium celebrations as I come out, Lewis Hamilton. And Kimi Raikkonen was just away and gone, wasn't he? And well, it's the big question of what could have been, really, isn't it? And we will never know, unfortunately. But there I collect my trophy then. And now we move on to the champagne. And unfortunately I have to mute the sound here because Crofty talks all over it. And both me and Crofty talking at the same time would just sound very wrong. So here we go then. Podium celebrations, and like I said, I'll take these podium celebrations because P3 is actually quite an achievement, although I could have hoped for so much more. And there we go then, 5.6 seconds back from Kimi Raikkonen at the end. And, well, I can tell you, I've analysed the lap times, and I lost about 2 seconds per mistake, roughly. So I probably still wouldn't have quite got Raikkonen. I've been 1.6 seconds back, but, you know, you never know what would have happened. But I think on the laptop analysis, I wouldn't have quite been able to get in. But there we go then. I hope you enjoyed this race. Like I said, pretty good achievement really. 22nd to 3rd. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. And I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.